Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Calm Daisy Tarot. If you're new here, hi. Please hit that like button if my reading resonates with you and subscribe for further readings. And shout out to my 70th subscriber. I got that today, so I'm happy. And today we're going to do a Scorpio reading. So this will not resonate for everyone still, but just take what does, leave the rest. Um, Cross watchers are welcome. Let's see. With that being said, I think we're going to get right into this and see what wants to come out for Scorpios. Scorpios are very determined people. They're emotional and intuitive. Um, let's see, I got a little Scorpio thing here. I'm trying to read it. It says they're powerful and passionate, exciting and magnetic. So, first I'm going to do the Scorpio that I'm doing the reading for. These first three cards are going to be for you. We're going to see what current energy you're in, what's been heavy on your heart and soul, and what your current challenge is. Okay? So, Spirit, tell me about my Scorpios. What's the current energy at this time? Oh, there's all three of them. So we got current energy. We have the coffin card. You may be starting something new, like some kind of new beginnings. You might have went through some kind of transition and had to tragically have a lot of endings in your life lately with people, jobs, things, things that you're used to, whatever. So what's been heavy on your heart and soul right now? We have blowing kisses. So it's really been like stressing out, worrying about is um, unconditional love, right? Giving and receiving it, right? It's been really hard for you. Fairness, like you're not thinking that's not fair. People aren't giving you the same energy that you give to them, the same love that you give to them, right? Affection is not being returned. Okay, so this will be your challenge right now. What's been like got you stuck? We have abundance. Um, so you might be, you know, this is a card. Abundance is this is like a manifestation thing. If you've ever heard of it, I don't know if you're new to this, but what your challenge is right now is you're focused on the things that you don't have instead of being grateful for the things that you do have, right? You got to be grateful for the little blessings, for the big ones. Then the universe will start bringing stuff to you. But the more you concentrate on not having money, the universe brings you, um, what's the word I'm looking for, Spirit? They bring you like things, lessons, though, you know, brings you things that's not going to make no money. So this is saying, you got to keep a positive mindset. Start being grateful for like little things. If you have a car, be grateful because there's some people out there that don't even have that, right? It's just like you just got to be grateful every day and focus on the things that you do have and the things that you're grateful for and that you're happy to have, right? The more you focus on them little things, then more stuff, abundance will start coming in, right? And on the bottom of the deck, you also have karmic relationships. So, like I said, with your current energy, you might have, had some kind of transformation where, you've seen things, you've seen things in people and you had to walk away, right? So the bottom of the deck is karmic relationships, right? You got like, you got some resentments, right? Things are triggering you. Um, yeah, it's just really been intense for you, letting go of toxic people that you all of a sudden see, like, you know, masks fell off, right? And it broke your heart and you had to leave, right? Even though you didn't want to. So now I'm going to get use my oracle deck here and get some cards for the energy around you, what's going on, what they're planning, their intentions, right? So this first card out will be energy coming towards you, right? And we have intentional meanness, right? So the energy been coming towards you, or still coming towards you, is just people intentionally being mean, mocking, I don't know, just mocking you, using your vulnerabilities, right, to hurt you, to damage relationships. So that's the energy that's been coming towards you. So we'll see what their intentions are in doing this. Okay, yeah, so we got, for intentions, we got you are in charge of your own happiness, right? So whether these people want to do all this or not, you just got to be unbothered, right? Because if you focus on that, just like that, if you focus on all that, you know what I mean? They're just feeding that. That's what they want. They want a reaction. So you're in charge of your own happiness here. Like you got to choose to be happy. You got to do things that make you happy. If you're doing something and you're like, I hate this, I hate doing this, don't do it. Find stuff that makes you happy, right? So let's see. This is what you don't see or don't or can't see coming. This next card. So nothing changes if nothing changes. I love that little quote, and because it's so true, right? Obviously, masks have fallen off in some relationships that you've had or been dealing with, right? So you see the person behind the mask, you know, the energy behind the mask, right? So you can either choose to play along and stay in that cycle, or choose to be happy and change, right? And I know it's sad and it hurts, but sometimes when you got to walk away from people, this is kind of like the Eight of Cups in the tarot. Like sometimes you got to walk away from them cups, but you still have love there, right? Because you trusted these people. You know what I mean? These people you thought you could always trust, and now their masks fell off. So it's up to you to choose to be happy, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. So, like, you know what I mean? If you stay in the relationship or in the situation that you know is, you know it's not good, then nothing else, then that's just the way it is. It's just nothing's changing. So you got to choose to change it. Okay, I just pulled this card for some reason, but we're going to take it. Challenge. Yeah, if they do it often, it isn't a mistake. It's just their behavior, right? People show you how they are. I mean, because a lot of people are shitty, you try to make excuses for them, or or ignore it. Like, but when they show you who you are, believe them. You know, because they're gonna keep doing it. Nothing changes, right? They're gonna keep doing it. It's just a behavior. It's not a mistake. Alright, so we're getting 2 more of these. So we'll see the next step of action. And I will get some tarot on this too. We're 10:10 on the clock. Okay, tell me what the next action is. Oh, discard are so big. Okay, next action, please. So the next step for this energy around you, it says haters gonna hate, talking behind your back, sending bad vibes, just being two-faced, mocking you, just intentionally being mean. So that's the next step. So they're not going to change. Only person, Scorpio, that can change the situation is you. You gotta, oh, it's a car. You gotta choose to be happy, right? Because like I said, they keep doing it. It's not a mistake anymore. It's a behavior. And then their next step of action is going to continue to hate. Haters going to hate. They're going to continue to talk behind your back. They're going to continue to send you bad vibes, be two-faced, and until you change it. Okay, last card out with this is Bird's Eye. So this is what's you guys don't see coming. I say with no longer than the next 3 months. But let's see, what is Bird's Eye here for this Scorpio? Tell me about the Bird's Eye for Scorpio. Okay. Bird's Eye, which neither one of you see coming, is and I love you. Okay, I'm going to get tarot on this because, wow. So this is my deck. This is funny. So on the bottom of the deck, because I was getting ready to talk about this love you card, and I will in a minute, but I just seen what was on the bottom of the deck. I didn't even realize I did it, but I put this in there twice. If nothing changes, nothing changes. If nothing, and this is what your challenge is, right? Wow, I didn't know I had that in there twice, but that's definitely a sign. So now I'm gonna get some tarot on this. We're gonna find out. We'll get a little deeper with what's going on here, Scorpio. Okay, let's get on this. All right. I'm sorry, I know it's probably loud on the camera. Shuffle once and cut. Alrighty, Scorpio. So let's get some tarot on this intentional meanness. This is the energy that's been surrounding you, coming towards you. Yeah, so we have the Six of Wands, the Justice card, with the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like, this is good. Like, this is you not listening to it. This is you being above that. You know what I mean? You're not going to give that energy any kind of thought, right? This is you doing your thing, right? And because of that, with the Justice card, some kind of truth came out. You've seen some kind of truth, right? You've already seen it. So when this, so this truth coming out, right? This Seven of Pentacles, this is somebody that is contemplating something, right? What are you contemplating? Should you leave this situation? Should you leave these people, whoever it is, family, friends, lovers, whatever it is? You know what I mean? But you should already know the answer, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. And I feel like these people underestimated you and thought that you weren't going to choose happiness. I feel like you are in charge of your own happiness. Right there on the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So, like I said, you probably had some kind of transformation that let you see, right? Let you see on the bottom of that, we have the Nine of Swords. Let you see things, things going on around you. And, you were stuck, you were having anxiety. It really hurt, right? It really hurt with the Six of Cups under that, and the Six of Pentacles, right? 6 6. You've been getting crumbed your whole life, from since you was a kid. In your past, it's been uneven, give and take in all your relationships, right? But now, somehow or another, you found out the secrets. You're a very intuitive person, Scorpio. So you've seen it. You've seen the light. Yeah, and it broke your heart. It really did. It made you sad. It's still breaking your heart, right? Made you be on a crossroads, like you're not sure what to do, right? Should I stay? Should I go? But she's blindfolded for a reason, like, because deep down she knows the choices she needs to make, right? She knows. She's just not doing it, right? Right? Because with the moon here, she doesn't know. She not knows for sure. This is somebody it's can't see, right? Illusions, but that's how these people want to keep you. They want to keep you confused. They want to keep you in the dark. They want to keep you down, because if you evolve, you know what I mean? Once you get a certain place in your life, you can't deal with certain things, and people from your past that are used to treating you a certain way, and then you don't allow it no more. It's it's never good. All right, so let's see. Spirit, tell me about you are in charge of your own happiness. Oh my Scorpios. Yeah, we have the Sun card, right? You gotta choose to be happy. You gotta look on the bright side of things, right? This is also a card of illumination, right? Something got illuminated, right? These people, the sun shined on them, and you seen, they couldn't hide their shadows no more, right? You've seen it. So now the choice is, do you want that in your life? Because that that's them, and you can't change the situation or the person. So now you just got to decide, do you want that in your life? Do you want to live like that? Do you want, you know what I mean? Because if not, then you got to go. And because if nothing changes, nothing changes. I'm sorry. Okay, tell me one more. With you're in charge of your own happiness, and the sun and the moon, right? You're in charge of your own happiness. You can look at the bright side of things. You can look at that, lovers on the bottom. You can, like I said, you can take what was shined, the whatever happened, a light got shined on that. You can take that and walk away, you know with the moon here. You're confused. Like I said, they want to keep you confused, right? um this is about like illusions, somebody showing you illusions, right? But it's also about taking a risk, right? Even if you don't have nowhere to go, you know what I mean? Nowhere to go, just go, because you're not supposed to be in where you're at. So you just got to walk away sometimes and go down the road you can't see, right? But once you start walking that road, once you walk away from the karmic situation that you're in, that while you're walking on that road, the sun will come up and it'll show you exactly where, a destination, right? And this is like the Lover's card for like, I say, they say like the Adam, Eve, and the snake, right? It's a divine card, like a situation. But it is also, and a lot of people don't talk about that in tarot, this is a card of self-love, right? This is choosing. Are you going to choose the snake? All, you know what I mean? Which is the situation that you're trying to get out of. Or are you going to choose yourself and love yourself and make yourself happy, right? It's judgment time, you know what I mean? Somebody woke up like, oh, heard something, seen something, and now you can't go back. Now you can't go back. All right, so let's see. Let's get nothing changes for my Scorpio. Yep, nothing changes. You should pick that snaky energy and then keep wondering why you're getting bit, or you can choose to love yourself and walk away even though you don't know where the hell you're going or what's at the end of the road. Give me one more for nothing changes and lovers. Right, we have the Ace of Swords. Yep, that's the truth. The Spirit's saying, yep, that's it. That's the truth. Can't get no clearer than that. That's the truth. All right, I don't want to make this too long. We're at 21:20 on the clock. So we got the challenge here in the situation, these people's challenge, whatever. And we have, if they do it often, it isn't a mistake. That's just their behavior. Pay attention. And 2 cups fell out. When you're in a relationship, and now this can be, it don't have to be lovers, any kind of relationship, boss, a sibling, family member, friend, to somebody that you were friends with. If they keep doing the same thing over and over again, you know what I mean? It's not a mistake. It is their behavior. On the bottom of the deck with the 7 of Wands. So you have to step back and block those people, right? Yeah, not let them get in your energy. You just can't change them. You just gotta walk away or distance yourself. All right, tell me about haters gonna hate for these people's next step. They're just gonna keep on going, ain't they? So we got the Queen of Pentacles. Picked out 2 more. The 10 of Swords with the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, so the next step for them, they're going to keep going. They're just going to keep talking about you. They're going to keep hating. So to clarify it, I feel like this is you coming out like the Queen of Pentacles, right? You're not worried about what nobody's saying. You're not worried about anything. You're going to be focused on you and your abundance and your happiness and, things good coming from you. You also got the 10 of Wands. So this is somebody that is fighting an uphill battle, right? You are fighting an uphill battle. That's just how these people are. They've showed you a million times. So you're carrying all these burdens for no reason, right? You need to drop them, right? It also fell out. We have the 2 of Pentacles. It's somebody that's juggling, right? Somebody trying to do too much, right? Back and forth, right? On the bottom of the deck again, we have the 7 of Wands. That's my block card. It's time to block people, set boundaries, right? Because they're all coming at you. Alright, so the I love you card for the bird's eye, what you do one can see. And I was going to say that earlier, but when I had that second card, it threw me off. And I felt, when I threw that card out, I felt like what's going to happen the next 3 months is you focusing on you giving yourself self-love, you not giving these people any of your energy. You're going to learn to love, right? When I feel like the I love you came out because you're going to love yourself enough to not deal with shit. So Spirit, tell me about I love you real quick. I want to end this reading. Tell me about I love you for bird's eye. Yeah, Six of Cups. That's the shit from your past. That's childhood, or, could be kids. It's just something, something from your past, your childhood, right? I feel like you're gonna heal that. There's things, that you need to heal, and this I love you is gonna be that you end up loving yourself, right? With the Seven of Swords, you're gonna end up loving yourself, right? Because these past people, this is somebody that does dirty shit, right? Always fucking doing shit behind your back, always trying to get away with stuff, stealing, robbing, you know what I mean? But it's coming up, with your past, right? These past people have done that. But on the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card, right? So I feel like it's time for you to, when you get to this part where you love yourself, you're going to take that leap of faith, right? And start a new journey. Yeah, that. Okay, Scorpio, I don't really have any other cards. I don't want my readings to be too long. But if it resonated, please hit that like button, share with a friend, and please subscribe because it helps my channel grow. And thank you so much for being here. I will see you on my next video. Peace out.